Thank you.
I love any kind of 80s. This is like my favorite kind of neckline to wear. It's so cool.
It's great if you're sitting.
But if you're doing anything else where your arms move, you're like, come back down.
Don't ask me to reach on that top shelf. I won't.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't reach anyway. I'm 5'3". But it's good to see you again.
Great to see you.
So I know that we're here to kind of spread the word a bit. So your life, you've been affected. I think everyone has been affected by cancer, and either family or friend, right?
Yeah, I don't know anyone who hasn't gotten that call. So and so has cancer.
Yeah.
And, you know, both my parents had cancer. My father, unfortunately, died due to cancer, lung cancer complications. My mother is was a breast cancer survivor, managed to live till the ripe old age of almost 91. So we were very blessed with that outcome. But, you know, I think that it's just, like you said, we don't know anybody who hasn't been touched by it. And which is why I was super excited to get the message out and partner with Grail about MCED, multi-cancer early detection.
It's like a new tool for people to use, right?
It's a new tool. This is the great thing about science and technology. There's newness. This wasn't around during my parents' generation. It wasn't even around during my friends. I've lost a very dear friend from high school to breast cancer. It wasn't around then. But this is a multi-cancer screening test. It screens for many different types of cancers, not just the usual sort of top 5 that we hear about. And it's, you know, before you have symptoms. So we know that early detection means you have more options for care.
Longer life, absolutely. And you had your own health scare, right?
Thanks. In 2015 I was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and it thankfully turned out to be benign. So I was very, very fortunate.
Yeah.
So
how did they find that? Like, just how did
oh my gosh, girl, it was.
Is that TMI? Okay. No, I'm like, how do you? I always
really
feel like
tired.
Oh, okay.
And then it's like, oh, the right side of my body is dipping, and you know, exercise. They're like, oh, you're off, and I'm like, no. And then walking the dog, I'm like, it must be a little bit of a windy street. No, it was just sort of very subtle, and then very kind of like, oh, it's ADD. I can't really focus. Oh, I've been scrolling too much. That kind of stuff. And then. I went in, but I know how important it is to advocate for one's own health, too, because people are like, you're just depressed. It was right after Bad Judge got canceled. Like, your show got canceled. You're just depressed. I'm like, no, something's off. Yeah. So I think that that's one of the things that even with MCED, with any kind of early detection testing, you want to talk with your doctor, see if it's right for you. Obviously, you have a history of cancer in your family. You definitely,
At this point, I don't know anyone that doesn't.
Yeah.
Gosh, okay. Well, thank you so much for that. Because I think it does save lives, and we don't advocate for ourselves enough, and sometimes we just listen to someone and we are like, we know something's wrong. And I think it's so important to really know your own body. You're your own kind of advocate in that situation, because they don't know you like you know you.
That's right. And it's a hard thing when you have everybody looking at you going, I think you're just this or that, you're tired.
Yeah, it's the time to be bold, though.
Exactly, it is the time to be bold. I talk about that more on my personal Instagram story and how I experienced that, what I did, and what people can do.
Yeah, I love preventive medicine.